I'm going to get a few cards out and then we'll begin. Okay, so I see somebody who has experienced a setback, a pretty big setback. We have the Five of Pentacles here. This to me is like the card of like rock bottom. Like I don't have anything. But with this card, it's quite interesting because it's not just one person, it's two people. So they have each other, and they've chosen to, this one particularly has chosen to sit outside in the cold, in the snow. But behind them is a church with the lights on. So there's other places that they could go. And then we got the Nine of Swords, which is somebody being in their head about something. Nightmares. For me, it's almost like imagining worst case scenarios, like all these bad things that could happen but may not have happened yet. So I don't know if this is the case that you are really, really worried about something that could happen that hasn't happened, or you're seeing something that has happened in the worst way that you could see. And I don't want to minimize what might have or has happened to you, but the cards suggest there's this sense of going over it again and again and again, not being able to sleep, not being able to focus, not being able to do anything about it, feeling so stuck within it. Then we have two really interesting cards that have come up just after it. We have the Empress, and this is a card of abundance. Like this is all the queens. This is somebody who has everything that she needs. Like she's out in nature, she's happy, she's embodying all of that feminine energy. And then we have the High Priestess. And this is like a very spiritual card. This gives me somebody who knows. This is the intuition, and it's so different from this. It's a sense of knowing. So I'm really interested to see what's going on here, because these are such different cards. So let's see if we can get any more information. Bottom of the deck, Justice. Top of the deck, the Hermit. To Justice and the Hermit. Justice is the card of Libra. It is a card of fairness. It's also a card that might have something to do with the legal system. So maybe there's a court case coming up or something that you think might need to go to the courts. And then we've got the Hermit once again, like such a spiritual card, such a card of going within, such a card of self-discovery. It's almost giving me like maybe like a dark night of the soul energy, where I don't know if there's like this deep depression, but like within it so much is gonna come to show you, and that might be the spin of like coming to show you your worth, or coming so that you can see clearly this situation, or see clearly who you are, because it feels like you can't see that at the moment. Okay. For some of you, this is to do with love. For some of you, this is to do with a romantic love situation. I don't know if this is a partner, a long-term partner, marriage that is coming to an end, and maybe that's why we have this Justice legal card. Maybe there's a divorce that's happening. We have the Tower, and that suggests to me like sudden endings. Yeah, it suggests sudden endings. It's making me think of like when things were ending in like my serious relationship, and I was thinking to myself like, what is going to be the fallout here? Like there's something else. It's not it might not just be a relationship, and if it is just like, let's say just, if it's a long-term relationship, maybe you work together, maybe there's a sense of like a greater fallout than just the dissolving of the relationship. It feels like it might have something to do with money or value, in the way that for some people their relationship is tied into like who they are. So I don't know, maybe it's a relationship that you've had for a long time, maybe it started in your, when you were a teenager, or like in your early 20s. Like this is something that's defined who you are, if that's where you sit. Or maybe it's like, you know, some people are more relationship people, and when that goes, it's like, I don't know who I am. I've been with this person for so long. Cheating could play a part in this. There could have been cheating in this relationship, or addictions. The Three of Cups can also suggest like partying too much, or third party energy. So maybe somebody isn't cheating on you, but maybe like you come third to their work, you come third to their family, you come third to their religion, like whatever it is, it feels like there's a third person in your relationship. Okay, this is quite a tough reading. Let's get an outcome. And I mean, you can never predict your outcome, could be just as tough, but let's see if we can get an outcome for this situation, or advice. Because yeah, this is a difficult reading, but for me, I'm seeing somebody who can't see themselves. Like you for some reason you can't see your value clearly. There's almost like an intuition, and like the High Priestess is right in the middle of the reading. It's like your intuition is calling you. There's a part that you haven't explored, and I don't know if it's like a spiritual part of you, but there's like a wisdom, like a deep wisdom that's calling you. I don't know if you like might want to seek out like female spaces, or women's group, or if there are like women in your life or feminine energy in your life right now that can support you. This is all going to lead to your growth. But let's see if we get some advice. Okay, so for advice you have the Four of Pentacles, the Seven of Swords in reverse, and the Devil card. No. From this, I feel like you've uncovered something about someone. So let's say if this is a relationship, I feel like you have found out some secrets, you have found out some like behavior that's not right. You've seen a side to somebody. If this is a relationship, this person has shown you who they are. The advice is to hold on to that. Like, don't forget that. If there are ways that, if there is evidence of this behavior that you have, keep it. If you have photos, if you have messages, don't delete them. I don't know if there's a sense of wavering, that feeling of like, I might take this person back, so like let's start with a clean slate and let's delete this all, let's forget this all. The advice is don't forget it. You might need it, and at least to protect yourself. Sometimes there are things that you don't want to face. Remember this behavior. Okay. And finally, let's get an outcome card or cards. So for outcome, we have the Emperor. We have such a beautiful outcome. You may have somebody else who's already in your life, and if they're not already in your life, they are coming quickly. It's given romantic, but it could also be a father figure. It could also be a dad to you. It feels almost like you have somebody rushing in who wants to give to you. And this isn't like King of Cups energy or even the Knight of Cups energy. It's not huge. It's not like a proposal or like let's start a relationship. And they're not rushing to give you that. It feels like they're rushing to make you feel better, to alleviate some of this feeling, some of this really heavy energy. Somebody wants to see you smile. Someone sees your pain and they just want to see you smile. Don't know what can come of it, but I feel like you deserve that. And beautifully enough, if this is somebody that's if it is a romantic situation, another romantic situation, and I don't think it's the same one. I think these are different people, to be honest. We have the Empress and we have the Emperor. This is your person. Yeah, if this is romantic, this is your person. If it is a dad, then this could be your mum, who's also kind of coming in to support you. And I've just seen as well as this, the Page of Cups, that could also be a child. This is like a young, there's like a young energy. So it could be that the relationship is very new, or it could be that this is a relationship that could lead to a child, if that's something that you want. And yeah, thank you for watching.